British tourist is going to court to sue after being bitten by a cheetah on a private game ranch. She's claiming over R1.5 million in the first court case of its kind. The case will be heard on Thursday in the Cape High Court.
A cheetah bounding along at 80 kilometers an hour, covering the 100 meters in little more than 6 seconds. Wildlife sites like this bring tourists to South Africa. Arab sheiks and Indian princes have tamed cheetahs for thousands of years, but things can go wrong. A British tourist and travel agent, Margaret Hoyle Fox, visited an Oudtshoorn wildlife ranch 4 years ago. Her husband made a video of their trip.
Come on, shop. Oh, it's just a nice piece of cake, eh? It's a nice piece of cake.
The cheetah bit her leg and she spent the rest of her trip in a wheelchair. The wound became septic and she couldn't work. Now she's taking the case to court.
Well, our client's case is that people should not be allowed into enclosures with wild animals at all. There are wild animals, and short of having them on a chain or chained to a wall, these animals shouldn't be allowed to roam free with people in a closed environment.
Unfortunately, somebody coming, say, from Wales and sees a South African playing with a wild animal and is advised that this is safe to do so, can be led into a trap. Namely, there's no safe wild animal to play with.
The lawyer also says there are no laws which govern contact between visitors and wild animals, and their case is a civil claim. There are about 12,000 cheetahs in southern Africa, mainly on farms, and their survival is under threat. 1,200 are in captive breeding programs, and wildlife managers say contact with people is essential for their conservation.
I think the Touch program wins an enormous amount of support and friends for the cheetah. It does bring in huge amounts of money towards their conservation, and it isn't only money, it's changing the hearts, minds and perception of people to leave protected areas for these animals to live. I think it's essential.
But Werner Fourie points out that it could lead to the exploitation of the animals.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that want to have financial gain with human contact or then tourist contact with animals like this. And I definitely don't agree with that. But where the contact with these animals are to the benefit of this animal, where then any financial gain is used for the conservation of this species in the wild, then definitely, yes, we need to, if you want to call it this way, create the cute and cuddly feeling towards this animal to then actually conserve this back into nature.
Tourists love the big cats and pay good money to see them, and even better, to touch them.
Okay, Morgan, you're going to come in with me. When you go in, we're going to go behind the cheetah, and can you show me how you're going to sit? Okay, so no surprises in there. You're going to come with me? You want to hold my hand?
Inside the enclosure, there are strict regulations. The cheetahs are on a leash, 2 handlers are present, and visitors are kept behind the animal. The cheetah's mood is closely monitored.
It was nice.
Was it nice and fluffy?
Yep.
Okay. Did it growl or anything? Did it make a nice purry sound?
Yep.
Did you like it?
Yep.
He's ridden camels, he's ridden horses, he's had a anaconda wrapped around him, and he just loves all these funny things, and he's fortunate and very lucky little boy that he can do them.
This is an attraction. It makes their day to pet the cheetah. Where can you go and pet the cheetah and that for the sake of it? And that, but no, people, this is like, it's a tourist attraction, and that people love it.
The problem remains. Tourists will increase, and so will their contact with wild animals. Wildlife managers need to take care that regulations are in place to keep their visitors safe. Charles Poe, SABC, Cape Town.
It's still ahead in NewsHour. After panic in the market over a leaked mining charter on transformation, we ask, can South Africa's mining wealth be shared without losses to the industry? We'll meet a woman who definitely thinks so. Stay with us.